lot of times our muscles tighten up because they are taking on the role of underperforming muscles. So stretching a muscle can inhibit the muscle or contractile strength, which is why it's not recommended that you stretch before resistance training. It makes you weaker, to put it simply. And research tells us that stretching muscles or elongating muscle has no long-term change to our muscle length. The muscle just goes back to where it was. So the idea of stretching is it doesn't improve your flexibility or your mobility. What does? Teaching this individual, so I don't know exactly what it was that was the cause of his tightness that restricted his depth. So he wasn't able to squat without those heel elevation, without rounding his back. So he had such little hip mobility and he had the low back pain. And that's because all of the muscles that were tight for a reason. They were tight to protect his body. That's what happens. So a lot of the times when something's tight, it's not the cause of your injury, okay? It's tight to compensate for something that's not working properly. So when you go and stretch it, you're punishing the only muscle that's helping you, which is why when it comes to rehab and tight muscles, don't go stretching people. An analogy here is this. You've got a group of muscles that are responsible for protecting a joint. Let's just call it glutes, core, hamstrings, quads. Glutes, core, quads go to the beach, and hamstrings are left protecting the spine. Think of that. So all four of those groups are responsible for protecting the spine, but three of them have gone on holiday and left all of that work to the hamstrings. Now, what do you do if you're the boss of those muscles? What do? Do you go to the hamstrings and punish the hell out of the hamstrings for not fixing the job? Or do you go to find the core and the quads and the glutes and say, guys, come and help the hamstrings that are doing all of the work? So you stretching hamstrings to fix someone's spine is you punishing hamstrings for doing all of the work in absence of quads and glutes and core. Does that make sense? So when something is tight, most people's default setting is to stretch that tight muscle. That's logical. However, I promise you, when something is tight, it's because something is underperforming. Find out what is underperforming and teach that muscle how to perform. I don't stretch the hamstrings. You're making those muscles weaker. You're punishing the only muscles that are working to hold everything in place. Okay, so this is where I'll teach that individual how to use their glutes, how to use their core, how to brace correctly when they perform these movements. And quite often when you teach these individuals how to use those muscles, their range of motion increases.